Hey, everyone. We got our ears on, right? We got them on. We got them
What?
on. There we go.
What?
Got our Pikachu ears on.
Huh?
It is optional. So, happy Easter, everyone. And welcome to the Fireside Chat where marshmallows and leaders get roasted. So,
Some more than
I'm
others.
taking mine off. Actually, I can put it on my little my microphone thing. It has been quite the day. I've had a little bit of humble pie handed me this afternoon when I was sitting with my family, and I realized I was the youngest one there. So the Richards and Rose, they tend to live a long time. Speaking of living a long time, we have Matthew in from the roaming scouter. And of course, we have Scoutmaster Bucky. And tonight we're kind of doing this without our fearless leader, Mr. Mike. So y'all have to behave, okay, in the chat room, because the blind guy is going to try to read some of those, and I'll try to put them on the screen.
Well, I'll help you out, Stan. We've got JDPack69 wishing us a happy Easter from South Florida.
Welcome.
Awesome.
We got Rusty B from Philadelphia, Ohio, out of the Buckeye Council, which I love. Bucky Council.
Fan.
Yeah, we got
The Bucky Council.
we got somebody that's got Bucky as their avatar out of the Northeast Ohio Pack 3506 Great Trail Council. Eagle
Awesome.
Scout Steve.
Welcome, Steve.
Wow, we got Nostalgia and Chaos. I don't know where they're from, but they're saying hello.
Oh,
That's
Spokane.
awesome.
I don't think they're being very timid about it either. Let's see, Spokane, Washington.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And Big Red Bus. Happy Easter to you too.
Woo-hoo. Awesome. Well, we also had a special, don't we? We have a membership thing there that came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we have
So that's
ding 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 ding.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That is awesome. And
While
I
you're
think
looking
it
for
was-
that, we got
There it
Fontana, California,
awesome.
California
IE
Inland
stand up.
Empire Council.
Awesome. Well, that's where Matthew, you're our California connection.
Yeah. I've spent many a days in Fontana. Grew up around that area. Yeah.
Neat.
Cool.
Do we have any questions coming in? I saw
Nope.
there was a big one at the
Yeah.
bottom there.
Oh wait, there is one. Bucky, how
it?
are you so darn good looking?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I just don't
Yeah.
have enough time to answer that question.
Oh, well, behave yourself. Well, we've been talking about, before we get started here, we talked a little bit about the new thing with National. The 31st of May, they are dropping the boom, basically, the mic. And they are going to be making everybody take that training as required. The scouting training that we're talking about is safeguarding youth, and this is the replacement of the YPT. And I know some old timer says, "Well, I've got it for 2 years," and this. Now they went through the accounts and switched everybody over to expire. Okay, May 31st. So after that, on June 1st, they would be no longer a leader. So it might cost you money to get reinstated. So.
Which makes sense because programming year for Cub Scouts has always been June 1st.
That makes sense.
Everybody thinks that it's school year or calendar year, but June 1st has traditionally been program year. So for Cub Scouts, the rank that they're going into starts off their year so that they can get to camp.
Yeah.
And when you really kind of reverse engineer that, when you get to that 5th grade, you're crossing over into the troop to go camping that first year. So oftentimes summer camp is one of the first things that older scouts do.
Yep.
when they cross into Cub Scouts. Same thing for the ranks. But June 1st should not be a surprise date to Scouters. That is one of our quarterly cutoff dates.
Yeah. And it's, I believe, Matthew, didn't you do a video on this very subject?
I did. Yep. I threw together an alert video. I wasn't planning on putting one out last week because of spring break and all that. But that information got told to me by a scouting executive who came out to my commissioner's college. And I'm like, I got to spread the word on this once I wasn't seeing a whole lot of traction on it. So as soon as I put out the video, National came out with an announcement. All About Scouts posted it. A bunch of different councils that I follow on Facebook, they started posting all this stuff about it. So I don't want to say that I'm the trendsetter by any means, but I just want to say that, coincidence and correlation and all that,
Well, I think you are the trendsetter myself.
Oh,
I saw that video and
Shucks.
I said, we got to be able to talk about this on tonight because you're running out of time. Don't wait to the last minute. I believe you touched upon that point, saying that if you wait to the last minute, you might be out because the server might go down. You never know these days. You never know with everybody piling in, trying to do that training. That might be a problem. And Bucky, you mentioned earlier, you talked about having the adults do that training too. And I've always recommended that myself too. I've also said that. And one of the big things I've always told adults is don't just go and do the training and then that's it. Make sure you set up an account. They're free on the My Scouting stuff so that it's recorded that you took the training, that it stays someplace, because they don't do a diploma or a card or anything. And if they don't have your name and information, they really can't attach that training together. So that's the first thing. Have the parents create an account, a free one.
And mine goes back to when parents could go camping with us.
Yeah.
And I felt it funny that why do our leaders need to take this training, but we're not requiring that of the parents?
Yeah.
Then I started thinking and realizing for parents to better understand the program, they need to do some of these things. So taking that, they understand why I'm saying, look, I can't walk with your kid and show them where the bathroom is around the corner down the hall.
Yeah.
And so I encourage all of our families to sign up and do it. Now, do they? I don't follow up and check, but it is something that I encourage simply by saying, look, it gives you better insight to this organization, its commitment to youth safety, and that translates to the safety of your child.
Yeah.
So
exactly. How do you know what the scout leader is supposed to do?
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't take the training, you don't know if they're doing it right.
Yeah.
Too deep leadership is still in place. So a lot of the things that were from the past are still there. These are barriers, and it's made quite simple in the video with National. We need to protect our children. So, if parents are more aware, they'll know whether the leader's doing what they're supposed to be doing. So,
So we got some more quick shout outs. I don't want to miss anyone tonight. We got somebody from Houston, Texas, Phil Rowe. I don't know if he's related to
Mike
Rowe. Yeah, thank you. I was blanking on his brother's name.
Mike Rowe's an Eagle Scout.
Yeah. And then we
got one up on the screen there too. Huh?
Yeah, good to see from Southern Cal. I think he's referring to you there, Matt. From let's see, Pack 589 in my neck of the woods out of Northern Star Council. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
And let's see, there was something else. Oh, the new Safeguard Youth Training took 100 minutes, it says. And the new training is so much better than the previous one, is what Doyle Clark says.
Yeah.
Neat.
And I agree with that 100%. Like some of the, looking at the last, couple of years and then this recent one, I'm really glad that Scouting America brought in a lot of outside expertise and consultation into it, because I think that it's far better than it was before. Because, I felt like the previous one was very dated, and it didn't talk well enough about, like it didn't want to tell the people like, hey, here's the tactics that are actually used and what you should see and what you should do. It just kind of said like these things are bad is what it felt like. And like you should have reported to somebody. It's like I think that this one is far better than YPT from prior. So
Sure.
Exactly. I think Big Bus had a question. When is it? Let me see if I can find it. There we are. Big Red Bus.
He took it last July and is waiting for the recert, but that's one of the topics that we were just talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And Matt has a great video. If in doubt, go sign on to your My.Scouting and check to see what the expiration for your YPT or SYT is. Awesome. And don't get caught, because June 1st, certain people will be cut off.
They'll be surprised.
Yes.
And I think what he's talking about is that because Mike was talking with us about it, about how like they want to produce a second year training where you don't have to do the whole 90 to 100 minutes. You get to take a 15 or 20-minute refresher, so that way it's more kind to your time.
I'm not going to hold my breath on that.
Yeah.
They were talking about that at the national conference. They were saying that the refresher course will be shorter and it will just be new things or changes. That's what they were saying. But for a while, you got to have the big, 100-minute course that you're going to watch 90 minutes worth of video. There is a test. You have to pass the test. But if you're paying attention and making notes like a scout leader would, you'll have no problems with the test. So that's it's about time doing this. And I'm sure they're not going to be some public thing where you get your train strip torn off your uniform or something.
You just have to reapply.
Exactly. Yeah.
It
could get expensive. It could get really pricey. So
and I'm a part of a Catholic sponsored unit, and I require, as Scoutmaster and Cubmaster for our unit, I require all my leaders to take the Veritas training.
Yes.
The Catholic Church requires. And that and that's not just for scout leaders, that's for any adult associated and working with youth on behalf of or within the Catholic Church.
Yep. Yeah.
And we went through it 3 years ago. We're coming up on 3 years, I should say, and it's every 3 years. There is a recert class for that, from what we understand. It's only a half hour less. But I think, if I recall, it was about 90 minutes to 2 hours for the online, whereas Veritas used to be in person and was like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Well, that's in addition for a scout troop. That would be in addition to
certain
because your charter requires you to do that training.
Certain archdioceses in the past said that the Boy Scout training was equivalent to it, or vice versa. It was the archdiocese would accept Boy Scout YPT in place of Veritas, and our archdiocese, there's a mouthful for you, our archdiocese doesn't do that anymore, and I don't know if any others do, but I know that was a practice in the past.
Wow. Yeah. Well, it's it really depends on the charter. If the charter requires that, there might be even more charters out there that have requirements, like for Little League or something like that. They would have some kind of youth protection, something that they do. And if they are also with a Cub Scout pack, they would also require them to do the scouting safeguarding training.
That is true.
It's something you need to check on.
One of my coworkers, he's a coach for Little League, and I walked up one day and I saw him taking a training that looked very similar to YPT, and he was like, yeah, this is because I'm a coach, so I have to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and not, violating any regulations or anything.
Right.
Like, okay, cool. I mean, it makes sense. So
yeah. So, you got to check with your charter to make sure that you got all the training that's required. So,
so Stan, as we're starting to get a little more across the nation and popular and stuff, I mean, we've got a hello from Massachusetts out in, is it Seekonk?
Massachusetts?
Is that Seekonk? Is that how you say it?
I have no idea. I can't even see it.
Okay, Seekonk.
It looks like Seekonk. Yeah.
Seekonk, okay.
Yeah.
But I was watching something and I noticed, I don't even remember how I came across this, but two people, and I don't want to get overly political here, use Sharpies just like myself. And one of them, yeah.
I got one sitting over there.
I didn't realize this. Our president is shameless when it comes to making little commercial plugs, which I think is hilarious. And he made a plug to Sharpie, and Sharpie sent him all black with the White House or the president on it.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious.
I'd love to get one. That would be neat. With the White House logo and stuff. That would be.
I'm thinking you need to call in so that we have Campfire Chat
Sharpies.
I'm sure it's going to be very popular.
Yes.
Bright red ones, right?
Yeah. I can already hear how that conversation is going to go. Hi, I'm ScouterStan. Who?
Click. Who?
Well, welcome, Affordable Crafty. You picked a wonderful night to be a first-time in-person watch. You get to be a part of the silliness from the get-go here.
I still got the ears too, so I can.
There we go. Hey, so I got kind of a
funny.
I got an interesting topic.
Okay.
Lead away.
Yeah, I didn't even share this in the pre-production, so everybody is going to be
now we're in trouble.
All right, so by trade, I'm a business owner that's been pretty focused in marketing and sales, and I always keep thinking about membership drives and how can we grow our program, and it starts at the basic level and such. But I had the privilege of having a young lady for a year who was a scout in the Netherlands come and help out at our unit. And it was really interesting hearing about how scouting was done in the Netherlands and in Europe. And I was surprised. She was 24 years old, married herself an American boy, and was an exchange student here and decided to live here with him. And one of the things that I was shocked is that she was still an active scout, which scouting goes beyond 18 or 21 and is a social organization in many of the European countries. Which got me thinking, and this was 2 or 3 years ago that she was with us. It's like, we have so many people for the wrong reasons in the adult ranks. I'll just be blunt, destroying our scouting organization because they're vicariously trying to experience scouting for themselves. But maybe there is something to having older and have it be a social thing. Now, I started thinking about things that we could do, but I'll digress and save that for another time because I got some genius ideas.
Well, we do have the alumni scouting.
Well, I saw an announcement recently that National is talking about starting scouting for 21 to 35-year-olds.
That makes sense. They have that in Europe. They have that the Rovers.
I'll send you guys the video of that. It was on either the Cub Chat Live or the Troop Talk Live. One of those, they talked about that because they talked about like squirrels and beavers or something like that. I can't remember the critter that they used, but it was prior to lion, like things that were like younger, and then they also talked about things that are going to be for olders as well. So that's
Relental, I thought you weren't going to be here tonight. I thought you were going to watch later.
He had a question, I think.
No, he chimed in and says the rover program is being piloted in 4 councils. Wow. So that's good to know, but I have a beef with it. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go back and call out specifically, but for those of you that have been around in scouting for 10 plus years, you know that National made a commitment to a small group of people and then backtracked and said, well, we're going to recognize everybody as being welcomed. I, as not being a 21 to 35-year-old scouter who enjoys the social aspects of scouting, feel slighted. So why are we limiting it to 21 to 35? What is 35 the magic number? Why don't we go 35 to 70? And then if you're 70 or older,
70's the new 35, right?
Oh, yeah. Sure. If you say so. I don't know. I'm not there yet. But why are we limiting it again? I mean, if we're going to go with adult scouting.
Yeah. We do. It's called leaders.
Okay. So, all right. I'll share my ideas, despite saying it was good for another time. I think there would be some real value because, let's face it, the people that wear knots, 80% of them have gone after them. Oh. The 20% that say they didn't are lying.
No. Now I got enough, but all the ones I've gotten were surprises. Except for my eagle, I have an eagle and I have my arrow of light. Those I earned as a youth. So.
36 plus can be the roaming scouters, is what Miss.
There you go.
I think he said the roaming scooters.
Scooters, yeah.
Roaming scooters.
I'm gonna be on my rascal.
That's the over 35.
But think about it. I make light of the knot wearers, and I have my 9 knots as well. But the recognition is there to serve as recognition and motivation and inspiration. And sometimes just that little recognition is what's needed. I don't have a problem coming up with another knot or 2, but let's put them on a path of gaining that knot by serving as a merit badge counselor for 2 years or for 200 different scouts. Yeah. We are on such a shortage of merit badge counselors.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And unit commissioners. We need them back.
Absolutely.
Really
absolutely.
bad.
So I think if we were to create with this adult social thing, with a focus on service, I hate using the word servant leadership because servant leadership is not spoken. It's just done. True. Okay. Yeah. But building it around an ideal of servant leadership where you help at a Cub Scout recruiting event, or you do this, or you teach, or you make our program internally better by giving back. And I don't think it should be something that you earn in a short period of time. I think even in the Scout ranks, 3 years is the minimum to earn an Eagle Scout.
It's true. Okay? It takes a while.
So to earn some of these things, it should take some time.
Yeah.
We got a question up on the screen. I can't even see it.
No, I think he's just talking about they want to really have they're talking about what we're talking about. Nostalgia and chaos, saying it would be really fun to have somewhat regular wood badge adjacent weekends without the ticket requirement, just being a scout with a bunch of other adults. And I think that's I think that there is promise in that, because I think what it is that there's this thing called like the third space that we as a society, if you don't know, you have your home and then you have your work, and your friends are that third space that's kind of in the middle. And it used to be that when you're in your 20s or in your college, you'd go to a bar or something like that. And as you get older, like that third space was usually like your church or your denomination or something like that. But as less people have become, adhere to a strict religion or whatever, that third space is missing. And I think that that's where scouting comes into, where like you have people who want to connect together with a common goal of, helping out the youth and all that, but then also just hanging out the way that we were hanging out in the pre-show, that we can all connect with.
Or right now,
exactly. Like something
answering
along
questions.
those lines.
Well, I'm on best behavior, so not really like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true. I'm glad you put a shirt on. That's good.
Yeah.
It was really weird there for a moment.
Yeah, it was kind of, I said, your video is going to get cut off. You put that ponytail on.
Or go viral. We don't know. There's just no middle ground.
Okay, just for clarification, I want to make it perfectly clear. I mean, I do get to be the butt of the joke a lot of times, but I do have some little bit of shred of decency. I mean, yeah, I kept my underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that deformed marshmallow at the end of the bag. That's what it is. Yeah.
At any rate, hey, ScouterStan, somebody by the name of Squillum Fancy Pants wants to know. I don't know. I don't know if that's Squillum Fancy Pants and his Droid Z4 C6M or
I don't
what,
know.
but they want to know your favorite summer camp.
Oh, I've been to many. At least 8, well, maybe 10 summer camps. Woodruff is a big one up in Georgia, and that's a popular one. But Woodruff has another camp that council has. I want to say Daniel Beard, but no, it's something. I'm trying to remember. It's named after somebody in scouting. But those were the two. Woodruff was probably my favorite, and that was interesting. I've been to Skymont. I think it's in Tennessee, and I've been to, of course, been to the summit. As a kid, I grew up around that area, so we spent many summers down on the New River and catching fish and stuff. So I'm very familiar with that.
Willem Fancy Pants is complaining that it's always two camps. Well, that's because you asked ScouterStan, and the one that he knows.
One of my favorite camps is my local camp.
Okay.
And I'm really truthful about it because I did my brotherhood there, and I did my vigil there. So my camp is one of my favorite, Camp La Noche in Central Florida. And if you want to experience tropical camping, that's the place, because it's nice and warm, and but all of the buildings and the facilities that they have are fully air conditioned. So you got places where you can cool down, but it's tropical camping. And a lot of people don't, really do tropical camping. They might do. It's nice when you can go and to like Woodruff, where you can jump in the lake and it's nice and warm, but it's nice when you get out and try to climb up that mountain all the way to the dining hall that Woodruff is known for. That's always an experience, but and the grass is nice. You can actually, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you can take your shoes off and just feel the grass under your feet, it's nice. But you can't do that here in Florida. You try to do that, you're going to get bugs all over you. It's going to tear up your foot. It's not good.
So I know you were the only one that was asked that, but I'm going to answer, and I'm going to say that I don't have a favorite because I'm not being endorsed. I'm not being compensated to promote anyone. If I were, I'd give you my favorite. But truthfully, I think every camp, even the cruddiest ones, have something unique. They all seem to find their own niche.
Yeah.
When it comes to, you know, some might have horses for horsemanship.
Yeah.
A lot of camps don't. Some might have a metal forge for doing welding or doing metal work, which many don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of our
funny because Lenoci does.
Yeah, I mean, so
it's like wow.
But then others will have unique things, like they have an ice cream shop just down walking distance, and the scouts go to the ice cream shop instead of the trading post, or you know, there's just one of our camps have buffalo that the neighbors to it have buffalo, and so I think every camp has a unique thing. So rather than saying what would be my favorite, I'd like to go down and go, what's the thing that makes each camp unique? What's kind of the niche thing for each camp? I look at
tropical camping at Lenoci.
Well, how about Catalina
That's
Island?
unique. Hey. You're not going to find that at other camps.
Yeah,
because of its location.
Bucky's stealing my answer though, because he just said Catalina, and Emerald Bay is one of my favorites out of Catalina, and that's where I went one time as a scout. And that's it. You're on an island, and the whole, you know, oh man, what's the Will Ferrell movie? You know, Step Brothers, where he's like, it's the Catalina wine mixer. Like you're out there. Like on Catalina, and we got to get into a canoe, do war canoe. You got to go to the one of the shores. I think it's North Shore, but I'm thinking about Hawaii. And you got to sleep out on the sand in the waves and all that. Still earn 4 or 5 merit patches. That was a great time. That was fun. Besides obviously Philmont is a completely different thing because it's a high adventure, but your grassroots normal camp, that's mine. Emerald Bay for the win, 100%.
Yeah. Well, that's the what is it? Treasure Island. That's a bank. That was a camp. I don't know if it's still around, but that's kind of where the Order of the Arrow started. So that was. It sounded a lot like the Catalina.
There's some very interesting camps. I know in central Minnesota, also the name of the council, Central Minnesota Council, they have a castle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's, I mean, and it can accommodate quite a number of people. I have not been there, but everybody I've talked to that's gone says it was awesome. It was great. And so I think that could be a fun discussion for one of our upcoming months. Maybe next year as it's coming into camp season. We're kind of just getting into it now. Maybe talk about that. We can work on making a list of unique things. See if we can't find one for every state.
Yeah.
That would be neat. Yeah.
And I get asked that question about hey, what's a good camp in North Carolina? I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. It's like I haven't been there yet, not for lack of trying. I just haven't had a chance to go there.
I'm sure there's a scout camp there somewhere.
Oh yeah. Raven something, I think is one that somebody offered up, but
Raven Knob.
I mean, we'd have to put
some there. That's nice.
We'd have to put some parameters in place, because I mean, somebody might say, Gettysburg, because there's scouts can camp on the battlefield in a certain spot, or at least 5 years ago they could.
Woo, we got
somebody.
That's a money donated.
Yeah. Where's the ka-ching sound?
Cha-ching. I don't know. It's hard to find.
What are you guys' soundboards?
I did. So when I updated in the pre-show, it messed with my settings, so I can't hit that button. That's what I get for waiting to the last minute,
Yeah.
All right. Well, $2 for a Camp Owasapi.
Yeah, Sapi.
We'll give Camp Gerber, even though we didn't get $2 for
it. Yeah.
I think I've got applause.
Yeah.
And then when we start talking about uniform, The rest of the sound effects I leave to Matt.
Well, you know what?
He does that.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room that's kind of come out from Squill and Fancy Pants. One of the things that my unit has done, we go to a camp called Many Point. I know Mike tried to get me a number of months ago to commit. Isn't that the greatest camp, Brian? No, I was not willing to say it's the greatest because I haven't been to every camp to be able to say it's the greatest. It's the one I've been to most and am most familiar with. But we go the second week in August, which is the last week of the year. And I will make this an open invite that we welcome scouts from outside of our unit to join ours. I have a very fortunate problem of having more adults than youth usually. And we have always welcomed scouts from other units and other councils for that matter. So if you're looking for a camp, we have 2 campsites within our sub camp. And I only have 7 scouts. So they're going to yank that second campsite from me pretty soon. But if I think it's $450 for a scout, $160, $170 for an adult. That includes the meals, and we have a chow hall. So anyone that wants to, just scoutmasterbucky@yahoo.com.
There you go.
Send me an email. We'll take you in.
Nice.
So,
That's neat. That's neat. Well, there's a lot of different camps that you can go to. You don't necessarily have to go with your troop.
Yep, got to cut you off, Stan. We got another $2 from Camp Mountain Bayou.
In Louisiana.
Bayou, Louisiana. There we go. Ding,
wow.
ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. You get the sirens going. That's awesome. That's from Ken.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wait, $450 is a steal for camp? Is it really?
What is that? Really?
But I'm paying 3, 4, 5 years ago. We were at $325, $350, something like that. So
yeah,
it is still a good deal. I mean, when you think about it, it's less than $50 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fed. You get to pet the animals.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You get to burn stuff.
Get to shoot stuff. Like it's
I'll tell you what, it is amazing. I had a scout that was trying to get every single merit badge, and he went to 4 summer camps 1 year.
Yeah.
So it is possible, and it's purely because he wanted to get every single merit badge.
Yeah.
So he really shopped around and was able to do that. And that's where the provost stuff comes in, where you can actually go do that. But if you can find a troop that's looking to fill some tents, that's possible too.
Mm-hmm.
Your scouting membership should cover that, as far as multiple units. That happens a lot in troops that have older scouts. They might be in a crew also. So, and this is a multiple registration. So you can do that with multiple troops. You can have a summertime troop and a winter troop.
Yeah.
So it is possible. And in that you can move around. Now it's going to be a little more expensive because each unit will have its own impact. So it depends. It really depends on what you can find. So,
well, and here's something that I didn't realize. I figured if I'm registered in, I don't know, my council, why would I need to register in another council to partake in things?
You're a scout. That's first.
Well,
you've already registered with the scout, but all your training is national. So that's all in your myscouting.org thing.
I had a young lady that wanted to join our unit and be a member from afar from Texas. And she was registered in a Texas council. But then I learned if she wanted to be in our unit, she had to pay our council registration fees as well.
Exactly. That's where you get that expense, the additional expense. You have the national fee for membership, and you can transfer that to multiple units and multiple councils. But your councils and units will have additional fees. So it can get kind of pricey.
Yeah. Yes.
So
yeah.
It's one of those things, You got to check them all out.
But within a council, you can be multiple registered and not get hit with the council's fee again and again and again.
Right. And that's true with adult leaders. They can be in a multiple troops, like for instance, you have an assistant scoutmaster that's with the girl troop and the boy troop. Mm-hmm. So they don't get double fees.
Right.
But and the same thing's true with assistant scoutmasters that are also crew advisors. So,
Okay, we've cut Matt off twice now, so we're gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we're both gonna zip it. So
I guess I never thought about that. Like that, you can go to a different council or register for a different council, and you'd have to pay their fees. To me, it makes sense because like if you're using their resources and such, you're going to pay for it. Because the military now, that whole thing is going to be waived. But if I register in Las Vegas and their fee is only $40 for whatever reason, and then I come over here and I get a whole year without paying the registration dues, it's like then like if you get a lot of people doing that could be a strain on resources. So
yeah.
Well, I have two questions to that. One, this kind of goes, one's a comment, I guess. This kind of goes to what we were seeing with the announcement from the Department of War of how many councils were reacting and saying scouting is local and we're going to do it this way, which is true. And a lot of people need to understand that since the big lawsuit, there was a lot of separation from national and local, giving a lot more direction and control to the local councils. And scouting is local, and in some cases it can be an unfortunate thing that you're not able to go beyond your council for what's the word I'm looking for
multiple registration?
No, for issues that you might need to address with your council. National is in a limited capability of being able to intervene.
Yeah, that can be a strain on the whole system.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Yes.
We have a comment here. Let's see, mainly.
And Goof Off Camp.
Yeah.
Goof Off Camp, is that stuff like
it's Goo Gone is what you're
Gone, yeah.
Goo Gone, yeah.
But isn't there Goof Off too? That's like Goo Gone?
Oh, it's probably like a Temu version of it,
Yeah.
Yes. The Goof Off. Well, they have merit badges that they do that are Goof Off for all the scouts. I remember doing underwater basketry at the waterfront at I believe that was Driftwood. Yeah, I remember doing that.
Okay.
I think I even have it on the desk. I'll have to dig it out. But there's merit badges that you can do. Duct tape. I remember doing that at a camp. That was fun. Duct tape merit badge. That's where you learn that duct tape is a lot like the Force. It's got a dark side and a light side.
Speaking of the
holds
Force,
the universe together. It envelops
it's kind of funny. We were talking in the pre-production about how things like the little French connection that we had there.
Yeah.
Relental, I'm envisioning him in his vehicle like Luke Skywalker with his headset on and weaving amongst the cars like they're TIE fighters and sorry. I shared it with you guys, but I'll share it with our audience. If you didn't hear in previous stuff, I am trying to write a song for every merit badge.
Yeah.
And I actually passed song number 55 today in my list. And I post a new one every Monday on my YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
The last two have been really popular, architecture and art.
I think they're awesome.
Thank
they
you.
are very good.
The art one was very catchy.
The art one? Yeah, I had fun with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now you write all of the lyrics and then it's performed. It's not just you.
No, I use about 6 different programs to write my music. I've been doing music since I was in high school.
Yeah.
And with the onset of AI, it's made things a lot quicker.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it easier, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
But it does make it quicker to do, certain things. Today, I actually was working on some cassette recordings of me playing the piano and bringing them into AI to clean them up. Because, mind you, they sound very hollow and very 1980s like.
Very tape.
Yeah.
And the Beatles made that famous.
Yeah.
So leave it.
So, this weekend I was on a very creative spree. And I got 10 songs done.
10?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And in fairness,
now you played us the cooking one. Do you have that available?
I do, if you want to hear it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Well, that one's not scheduled to be released until August, so you'd be getting
God, it would be an exclusive.
Yeah, it's a real exclusive.
I like it. I think all the people that are enjoying the show, there's money in the deal.
King wants it because he'll pay his $2 fee for it.
There you go.
Wow. Okay.
There's money in the deal.
There's no lyric video to it, so I don't know that it's. We'll see. Let's see.
Let's see if you could. I'll try to do what I can on this end.
Yeah. So let me share my screen
now,
here.
Before we go too far, I think Ken had something he said. Let me see.
Yeah.
There.
Well, Pin King actually had a
sounds like
Pin King actually had a question up there.
Yeah,
I think it's like how many units can do their own shooting sports, and from my understanding, at least in the Cub Scouts, you can't. They've completely taken that away. It has to be a district or council event, but I'm not sure about the troop level. I just sat in on a course about it, but I was more focused on the Cub level versus the troop level.
And I think Cub level has to be done at a council campsite as well. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Correct. It has to be an approved thing. There's all these requirements. They're in my notebook somewhere because I'm going to do a video about it in the future. Because I was actually going to go do the NRA training and all that in a couple of weeks. But I ended up having a scheduling conflict, so I could do the training and then come back and tell you guys what it's all about. But I digress. So I think at the troop level, the same thing applies. Like it has to be sanctioned just because of the way people feel about firearms and such. So
fantastic. I think we've got the video up here.
Yeah. So there's no video; it's just the audio. But
okay, all right.
So
this is an exclusive. This is only available here.
Wow.
Right now.
Okay. Yeah, right now. Right. August is when this one's scheduled to release. But all right, here you go.
Bonsoir. Bienvenue dans ma cuisine. Ici, chaque plat raconte une histoire. Midnight hit a tiny kitchen glow. Window cracked to let the city flow. Butter sings in a copper pan. Learning fast by burning what I can. Knife taps out a steady beat. Chop and slice, doucement repeat. Salt not too much just to trace. Every mistake still finds its place. Stir it slow, let the flavors pour. Un peu plus, just a little more. Add croissants and chardonnay. Top it off with crème brûlée. Watch the heat and trust the art. Cœur ouvert, cook from the heart. If you dare to try explore, you'll find a little more. Recipes from far-off lands, spice and stories in my hands. Simmer secrets rise and fall, every culture in it all. Mise en place, tout est en place. À feu doux, on prend sa place. Ça mijote, rien ne presse. C'est prêt, on dresse. Stir it slow, let the flavors pour. Un peu plus, just a little more. Add croissants and chardonnay. Top it off with crème brûlée. Watch the heat and trust the art. Cœur ouvert, cook from the heart. If you dare to try explore, you'll find a little more. Check the heat, wash your hands. Mise en place, make your plans. Slice it right, keep it light. Taste, adjust, serve it bright. Hot pan, sharp blade. Pas de raccourci in what you've made. Step by step, vas-y doucement. Every great dish, time well spent. Stir it slow, let the flavors pour. Un peu plus, just a little more. Add croissants and chardonnay. Top it off with crème brûlée. Turn the heat and trust the art. Cœur ouvert, cook from the heart. If you dare to try explore, you might find a little more. Oh, stir it slow, now hear the roar. From la cuisine to something more. From the prep work to the flame, you'll never cook the same again. Raise your glass à la vie, l'amour, to every taste worth waiting for. Take a bite, you'll find it's true. There's something more inside of you.
Well, that is awesome. Now, you've got a video of for each one of your merit badge songs?
No, I have a lyric video that I create for each one of them. And so at least you can follow.
Oh, with the jukebox.
Yeah, jukebox, yeah.
Yes.
But I will let you in on a little secret.
Okay.
I have written and completed my 4th of July Scout May the 4th Be With You song for this year. And the video is in the making right now.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Last time it was awesome. Honestly, when I first saw that, I'm emotional.
Well, and I'll tell you, this one I took a little different approach on, and I am taking it from the standpoint of a scout leader, namely a scoutmaster, whose name is Jedi Master Scoutmaster.
That's a good one.
So
now we do have Peking, I believe, put in a post about the shooting sports.
Yep, he did.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yep.
And I'm catching up here. I'm just going down the list. And yep. All righty. There we go. All right. Well, we've got a few more in there. That is awesome. I am really looking forward to a lot of the merit badges. I did like the one with, I believe it was Indian lore or whatever. I don't know what they're calling it.
American Indian culture is what they've changed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And that one was very good. Very good. So I really appreciate it. I like them a lot. So I went ahead and put a list on the channel. So there, if you look around in the list there, when I see them online, I try to put them in that list.
Yeah.
So I do the same thing for roving roaming scouter too.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. Appreciate
But
it.
don't tell him.
Okay. I'm still learning this whole YouTube thing. I mean, I'm kind of excited that I can prep stuff up and post it in the future. Makes it look like I'm more active than I really am. I go in surges and post 12 videos and
well, the cooking one was awesome. You did really good. I like that one. With a little, it's maybe a little hungry for a baguette. And,
a little baguette,
a little brie.
As long as you have no pipi le pew, no.
Not in the kitchen.
Not in the kitchen.
Pepe Le Pew. No.
There's a and the thing is that Nat, like we talked about coincidences and the French Connection and all that, and we've got somebody in here from Louisiana, and I can only think about baguettes down in New Orleans. Like there's a place specifically, I can't remember the name of it, that just has like the best baguettes. So
man. You know, the best baguette that I ever had was in Boston, of all places. Near Bunker Hill. There's a little French Quarter there, and back when I was a youth, I'd go down there, and there was this tiny little window. You just tap on the window, and a baguette would come out, and you just hand them $1. And it was a little bakery in a house, and my gosh, they were so good. You just sit down on the bench with a big chunk of brie, and that was lunch. It was wonderful. It was
the secret word. You get the baguette.
You gotta just bang on you gotta know where the little window is. That's
right.
So, yeah.
What's the password? New England clam chowder.
Hungry. Hand over the baguette.
Is it the red or the white? I can never remember that part. Somebody asked a question in the chat that says, well, it's from Fancy Pants. He's wondering how did we all meet?
We haven't.
We have, yeah. We're just strangers on the internet. Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'll say it because I'm not afraid to be blunt about things. So I got invited by Stan through a recommendation from Mike, the moderator, who's not here tonight, and
we miss Mike
and Matt at the same time had received an invite, and what I'll say is this has been just if you go back and watch, Stan is already giving me crap on episode 2. It's like we fell into this chemistry.
I love debating.
Friendship.
So,
yeah. I think what makes I hope it comes across. The reason that I'm still doing this is because of the chemistry. Yeah. I consider you both very good friends now, even though I've never met either one of you in person.
Yeah.
And I know, when you get on my Christmas card list, then you know you're someone.
You're on my list.
Well, I know that, but I think that's one of the bonuses of scouting, when you really can find and connect with people beyond the scouting connection. And I hope that chemistry that we have comes across, because I look forward to doing this. And I love our diversity, but I love how we share a lot of values as well. And I think that's what makes us work so well.
Yeah.
We just got to, Stan and I have to speak up a little more, because Matt will just take over otherwise.
I will get on a soapbox. Don't let me get on a soapbox. Yeah. You guys already heard all of that, like the pre-show. I was on 3 soapboxes about safeguarding the new military service merit badge, all of that. Yeah.
But there's a lot out there, so there's that's a nice thing.
I appreciate that question. How did we meet? I wish our viewers would ask more. What do you three? Each of us answer something.
Yeah.
As long as
there are some questions. I believe Ken has one here, and I wish I could see it.
Burger a la foil. I like that.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you for the
Mock
kind
apple pie.
words.
Yeah.
Reverend Ken, he's a great guy. I know him. He's been a member on the channel a long time.
Yeah.
Been around for quite a while. And I can't even.
Do you want me to read it for you? It says,
Yeah, I can't even see it.
the ranges at
Cataracts.
ranges at Summit Bechtel Reserve. They're amazing. They also have a bronze statue of Bigfoot.
No, fantastic.
Bigfoot is an honorary reminder for you to always have a buddy. Because whenever you find somebody who's seen Bigfoot, it's always alone. So
okay.
You gotta have a buddy, otherwise they'll never believe you.
I was trying to figure out the correlation.
I thought it was you're just gonna get lost and nobody's ever gonna find you. That's what I would thought was going with that. And then I grabbed my stickers because there you go. There's the stickers for the National Capital Area Council's University of Scouting this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also the honorary Leave No Trace.
Yep.
So
I only see him on Jack Link's commercials. If
there you go.
You guys know what that is.
Those are funny.
But speaking of Summit, I'm still upset that like we never got a chance to we won't get a chance to go there. I at least won't be able to go there because of work to the Jamboree. So that would have been cool for all of us to go there in person.
When you drive west, you just have to put it as a waypoint.
It's like I'll be gone. So
yeah.
I wish,
Well, this summer is going to be difficult. I've got stuff going on with my eyes, so it's going to be difficult to do any of that. But I live in Orlando. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Well, I did, but
the center dot here is from Orlando.
Your stalkers.
Everyone comes to Orlando eventually. If you have kids, you're coming to Orlando. It's a matter of time. So yeah, so we all got to say hello to Mouse. So
Stan, when are you having your cataract surgery?
Oh, I'm doing some tests this coming month, and hopefully they'll start on the right eye, and then they'll do the left eye. Okay, so that's just to get the cataracts out of the way, so they can do the macular degeneration stuff. So that's going on too. So I'm going blind. So I can't see anymore.
3 years ago, that's what started my journey. Was not being concerned about being able to pass my driver's license vision test.
Yeah. And
I went in and got diagnosed with cataracts.
Oh, it's humbling when you can't read that top line.
Yeah. I thought
that's pretty bad.
The 3 dots that I saw for every star was kind of cool because I could see the color spectrum breakout for each star. But really cataracts. Yeah.
So fun. But yeah, that's kind of my summer is going to be kind of tied up with that. Yeah. No, we had another question here.
We've already seen that one.
All right, so we'll move on to this one.
Back to a great place. Can't wait for Jamboree.
One,
yeah, we want to go to Jamboree, but we just can't get a sponsorship, can we?
Yeah, they're kind of it's going to be expensive if we do. So that's the other end of it.
International
go
Jamboree.
To the International Jamboree. I don't know. That's not any cheaper, but
World Jamboree, right? World. Yeah.
In Poland.
I think that's in Portugal, isn't it?
We just said Poland.
Poland. Okay.
Okay. Are you having your ears checked with your eyes too?
They are attached.
Okay.
Excellent.
Poland. Yeah, it is in Poland. You're right. I knew it was over in Europe.
I really wish that I would have been able to go to like the national meeting, whether it was like last year because it was hosted over where Stan was at.
I was there. I was working it actually. I was helping out. So
and like this year, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on my calendar. It's in Texas. Maybe I'll swing it. I'll try to get it out there. it's $900.
Oh yeah,
to get in, like, and that's not like including like hotel and everything and rental car. I was like,
yeah.
Or
well, I got some secrets. I'll tell you. Can't do it here.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Bucky?
Or that's not including the supplemental meetings that are $200-$300 each.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even look at that. I just saw $900 and I'm like, okay, that I'm out. Like,
yeah,
it can be very expensive.
It gets you in the door.
Yep.
But then because I looked at it a few years going, I wonder if it'd be worth it to go down and such. And then I looked at it. Most of the meetings are if you're a council commissioner. There's a meeting. Well, I'm not a council commissioner, so it doesn't apply to me. And so I'm looking at all these breakouts, and it's like, well, going just as a regular Joe Schmo, you know, they didn't have a ScouterStan breakout. So I'm like,
that's called an epidemic.
A standemic, if you will.
Yeah, but, you know, and I didn't see a way to sell popcorn to get it to go. So yeah, thanks for this exploration.
Camp cards. That's what you need. We need to sell camp cards.
I think that well, that's the thing though. It's like I would have loved to have gone just to like sit through it and all that just out of curiosity, because then you could put it out there and then people who watch this show or my channel or Stan's or anything, they can go like, hey, you know, this is being hosted in my area. Is it really worth the $900 to go? And it's like, well, if you're a council commissioner, yeah, you should definitely go. If you're a Joe Blow, maybe go get a day pass and just go to see the exhibits or something like that. I think that that's all information that people would love to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I tried to do my best on that. Unfortunately, right after the national meeting, I got incredibly ill. So, I mean, it was bad. I was on respirators and all kinds of stuff. My lungs were not good. So I got terribly sick. And that went on for over a month. I was really a wheezing thing. And so health, you know, I'm not going to be climbing mountains at Philmont because I'm spherical, not cylindrical. So that's the difference. So that's the
I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Stan. Don't worry. I'll take a picture at the top.
You climb the mountain, I'll give you the little thing to put up there.
I will. We need a flag. Well, I'll just put the flag on top.
We need. We're just so needy.
We are. And Big Red Bus, you know, on here, he was making a joke about his CFO and all that, which I'm assuming is his spouse, and I 100% respect that. It's like he did offer us like positions working in like the media section and different things like that of the Jamboree. It's just what we kind of envisioned was going there and being able to do something like this there, or going around and talking to people, getting on the ground experiences and testimonials from people about what they love about scouting and all that. So I didn't feel like I could do that and be fully invested in like helping run like a media section for Jambo. So
I didn't either, because I would feel like I want to play with the kids.
You know, you want to do what they're doing and having fun. So,
and my wife accuses me of that at Cub Scouts. She's like, you know, you keep going saying you're going to talk to the parents about this and that. Then you get with the kids and you're just like a little kid yourself.
Yeah, you're building the little car or the little boat or something. Yeah.
I don't plan art projects that I don't want to do, you know.
Exactly. You know, you want to do the fun stuff, you know. And I'm convinced that being around young people just makes you feel younger. So I think that's true. Speaking as somebody who's recently retired, so I do have some spare time to work on the channel. So
all right. Well, hey, speaking of channel, so it's now what, our 15th or 16th month that we're doing this. And you know, I came in as not knowing much about this world of broadcast. not that I hadn't been in front of the camera before, but I've taken a long time trying to figure out what I can do for my channel.
Yeah, I think those songs are awesome.
Yeah, but I'm not vying to be Scout TV or Scout MTV or anything. But, eventually, and it's going to take me 3 years to get through all of them, anyways.
True.
And that doesn't even count the 50 Scout themed songs that I have. One of my favorite. It's only an hour a week. But
I picture a lot of whiz bang kind of sounds. So, yeah.
Oh, it's a big band, band sort of thing.
Perfect.
But I think I have figured out where I want to go with my channel, and I need some help. And I'm going to pick some of our viewers here for some help. I've run into numerous fabulous within my council scouters. And I'm not talking about the ones that are looking for the recognition or looking to be recognized, but truly humble servant leaders that have made our program. And I'm blessed to call many of them friends. And I want to highlight some of them. Their stories are great. Yeah. Kind of like the art song. Every mark tells the story. Every scout tells the story. And I wish I could do everyone as far as spotlighting people. Mm-hmm. And, we get these people that get the Silver Beaver, that get the District Award of Merit. And then what happens after that? There's not that next level. Very few people even know about Silver Antelope, let alone, going through the process of nominating and doing it right. I mean, there's a technique and a process to it, but I'm one that believes that we need to continue to recognize our people, because if we stop recognizing them, acknowledging would be a better word, recognizing them, then we lose them. And I think there's great stories in them. So I'm going to, sometime before the end of the year, start a weekly interview with a scouter. And I'm looking for recommendations outside of my council, because it's real easy for me to go local. Yeah. But I want to appeal to a larger level, and I'm not looking for, they fixed a boy's skinned knee. I'm looking for those extraordinary stories that aren't told. The parent that is a cub master with 4 kids in scouting and has done it for 30 years, the commissioner who has done the commissioning and hasn't missed a meeting since their tenderfoot year in Cub Scout or in Scouts. Those interesting stories. Yeah. The husband and wife team that have made it a part of their life to commit to scouting, not the ones that are giving the money. Those get into the magazines. I want to hit our in the trench scouters. So if any of you are listening and know somebody like this, I'm kind of asking for nominations. Yeah. To say, just give me a little summary of why you think they would be someone to immortalize in a little 20-minute video that others might be interested in. I don't want to just do another Silver Beaver winner. I want to do some interesting people that have more than just scouting or have a very unique scouting story.
Awesome. So, I think that's wonderful. Yeah. That is very good.
So yes, you two are on my list, because I think what we both do
can you explain to me which list you're talking about?
Okay, so Matt is on the interested list because he does such a great job on social media.
He does.
You're on the S list because
I knew I was.
Well, the Stan list, right?
Stan list.
Because Stan starts with
I was thinking a different word. I don't know.
Senior? I don't know.
Special.
H.
Special. Yeah.
Special. Oh my.
No, both of you would be easy choices and fit that because you both have a strong social media presence, which is not in the normal profile of a scouter. And it's
almost like the common scouter that people take for granted. And that's they should have their moment and a recognition of what they do. They work so darn hard. I mean, it's not easy dealing with teenagers. Okay. Yeah. We know that. And the world doesn't. They don't understand. They don't understand. I'm using the old saying, building a better America one scout at a time. Mm-hmm. Well, that's always built by adult leaders that you don't even know. They're invisible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's an awesome idea.
If anyone has some suggestions, please reach out to me, scoutmasterbucky@yahoo.com. Pretty simple. Send me an email or send Stan or Matt a email. They'll get it to me.
Sure.
And I'd love some ideas on where to get started on that. I've got a few local, but again, I would like to get outside of our area.
Start filming. Filming, put that film together, and you can always add it as you go. So
absolutely.
That's my big recommendation.
Yep.
I've got some names that I'll float over to you because I thought about me, I have ideas. I have a whole whiteboard full of random stuff that I haven't had a chance to do because I chase dreams of grandeur and then have to settle for reality. But sort of thing. For those of you out there, my quote for life is I walk a fine line between pursuing a PhD and watching YouTube all day. That really that is my life in an elevator pitch 100% because I'll chase grand things but be lazy at the same time. But not to cut you off, but it's I've thought about doing something like this because there are those scouts out there that are on social media and different things like that. And I'm I see them everywhere. And I'm that would be a fairly interesting story to find out what makes them so unique that people want to follow. Why do they keep popping up in my feeds and stuff like that? So I will float you some names because I probably won't have a chance to get around to all of it. And just getting the story and the information out there, I think is important versus me doing that. So
you have inspired me to create a challenge for the three of us. If you guys are willing to take this on.
Okay. What's the challenge?
The challenge is let's have our viewers suggest a topic for the three of us each to do. It not the same, but I know we've talked and you both go, well, I'm thinking of this or I'm thinking of that. But what better way to serve our viewers than with what they want to see?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say, let's keep this open and make a decision next month. But we'll take suggestions here. And if anybody shoots one off right now, we can comment on it. Is that a suggestion for?
I'm not sure what we got there. Oh,
so I don't know.
The wrong one. There we go. Right. Big red bus.
Yeah, I think we saw
that part. There we go.
We've already seen those.
No, I just see
Rolanto. I want to know.
I just see Rolanto talked about he keeps telling his 17-year-old to go summer camp so he can get back into shape.
Yeah.
He just laughed and called him a scoutaholic. Our Tyler said, I learned about the troop at State Fair. I was a bet I would show up in September and stay. I've lasted 24 years with that troop.
Okay, topic suggestion. How to encourage leaders to... No, leave that up.
There we go.
Yep.
Leaders to meet the requirements for square knots.
So, I mean,
well, it depends on the square knot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them just come with the, Silver Beaver comes with one. So That's
Yeah,
when
but you don't.
there's no real requirements per se for the individual to do.
Well, and you don't seek that out.
Right.
It's
It finds you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that that's kind of implied within the requirements. There's a lot of like the training knots and the Cub Scout Leader Awards and the Scouter's Key and all that. Those are all things that you should be doing. It just gives you another medium for Scouting America to provide you like, hey, here's what you should be doing. Because there are people out there who go, I really do want this square knot. So what do I have to do for it? And then they'll do the things that are in those requirements, and then it helps benefit the troop or the pack or the crew. So
and Eagle 97 Steve has clarified his thing. Basically, he's asking, how do we encourage leaders to check those boxes to earn them, like going to roundtable? I think that's the age-old question for roundtable attendance: is how do you get people to go to roundtable?
Correct. And it varies from district, from council, and I got to see this at the beginning of this month. So I got asked to go be a speaker at a roundtable up in Bethesda, Maryland, which is where the National Capital Area Council's like headquarters was at. So I went up there to the Marriott Center, and I walked in, and there were 15 people in the roundtable, and majority of those people were there were staff members, paid executives, and like the district commissioners and things like that. And I went into my breakout room, and it was me, my friend, who she asked me to come up there, and then like two other people, one person viewing it online. And she told me, she's like, wow, this is actually a really good turnout. There was only 4 people there. Wow. My round table, we average about 40 people in there. Like, and that's it. Like I said, that's an average. Sometimes we'll have 50, 60, sometimes we'll have 10, depends on what's going on. So, and what I say, and I tell other people when I talk to them, is that you have to sell roundtable, and then you have to deliver on it. And I know Stan has talked about this before, because like, if I say you're going to get great training at roundtable, and then you don't get any training at roundtable, that, it doesn't meet the expectations, and they think that you're just selling it, and that it's just bad goods. Because like, if I say, hey, you're gonna get great training like this upcoming one next week, it's not. It's program launch, so you're gonna find out what's in the program for next year. But if you come in May, you're gonna get some great training. I think that that's all necessary. Long-winded answer.
I think some of the input that we're seeing in the comments we're getting a lot going on here, so the many scouters won't put themselves in. That's one issue. Another issue with attending roundtable: if roundtable sucks, it's hard to get people to go. And it's not.
It only takes one bad meeting. That's the thing. I think all of them are like that. So
correct, and it doesn't change because you've made changes to roundtable. It takes a long time to bring somebody back, or bring somebody to give it a try once they've heard or witnessed negative. So I know we have some cases of that in our council. Our council, there's varying degrees of the truth here, but they basically said around pandemic time that they were doing away with roundtables. Well, some say they never said that. Some say yes, they did. Nonetheless, we had districts that shut down their roundtables, and still to this day have not reestablished them.
So, it kind of shuts down that flow of information too.
So roundtables are a challenge if you're not putting on quality. But once you get those numbers, like Matt Scott with his area, and I saw Big Red Bus said they've got 60 plus at theirs. You've got a little bit of wiggle room of having a bad night or two, but obviously there's quality program and value being given, and that's the key to getting people to go to roundtable. The other thing too with Cub Scout leaders, let's face it, who do you get? The parent that's not already driving their kid to soccer, driving their kid and the neighbor's kid to karate, helping with the school carnival. They're your den leaders. to give up another night without strong takeaway is a real tough thing. And so I think that's where, as a Cub master, you have to get creative and figure out how can you help them help themselves.
Yeah.
So, but I did see, I think it was Big Red Bus that said, ask, he has solutions for Roundtable.
Big Red Bus. There we go.
Absolutely. It has to have a return on investment and not just a knot.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of, we used to give away beads, and, you know, it was always a big thing for all of these beaded necklaces, every bead for attending, just to recognize leaders. And you show up to a troop meeting wearing those beads or the stuff that they give you, and people kind of get curious. So that might be a way of promoting it from a district point of view.
So let me bring the unique view. I think it's cool. It would raise intrigue, but when I see somebody come with hundreds of beads, okay, that's
well, they're also the person that you go to for information because
actually,
they went to Roundtable.
This is where I kind of draw the line and where I'm different. That would discourage me because I'm looking at it going, I can never attain that level. I want something that I can work towards.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody walking in with 200 beads, I actually discredit them because they're needing to wear beads to justify how important they are. Show me
they're promoting Roundtables.
Well, I think they're over promoting if they have 200 beads.
Yeah.
And that would be a turnoff to me going, you know what?
Maybe it's not for you. Don't wear the beads.
But I think that points out that you can have multiple things that entice people to go. If it's the square knot for one person, or it's the beads. I got like 3 beads here. I stopped taking them months ago because I don't need beads. It doesn't interest me. But there are parents who are in the Cub Scout breakout, and every time they'll walk up to Emily, who's my Roundtable Cubs, whatever commissioner, and they're like, "Hey, so what bead do we got this month?" You know, and they're like sitting here like this.
Yeah. Oh, Cub Scout leaders love them. They love them because the kids like them. So you know, it's that relationship with the Cub Scouts. So
yeah. So I think that having multiple things, whether it's like you get a patch or a pin or something like that. So I think something that shows that you're going along the way. I think it helps get as many people as possible. So
let's do this. Let's try and help one of our viewers, and I'm going to ask our other viewers to jump in as well. Okay, so. I gotta put my glasses on. Where did it go?
I'm ready.
Eagle 97 Steve says, Den leaders only need to attend 2 roundtables. I can't get them to go. So I'll start off. Here's my suggestion. Okay. It's kind of like getting parents in a larger den to take a den meeting. Ask them to be the unit representative at this month's roundtable and pass it around. If you have more den leaders that you're trying to get to go, then ask 2 of them to go and use the excuse, hey, if one of you misses something, the other's a backup. So they're doing something you're asking them to give back to the unit, no different than helping out at a PAC meeting. Ask them if they could do that once every 3 months, once every 4 months. Then it's not as big of a burden, and it's being presented in a way of helping the unit. That's my suggestion.
Yeah, I like that. We actually look at the numbers as far as, did we attract at least 1 leader from every unit on responsibility? That's what we want. That's what we're shooting for. And that's, we have 60 people show up. There should be 60 different units represented. I agree with you on that. That's an important thing. You got to have some representation. It doesn't have to be the same person. You know, you can have a rotor of some kind and, you know, mix it up. So, but also, I've also found out that a lot of leaders that attend it like it, and they attend all of them as much as possible.
Well, and that's a great point, because just because you ask them to go for this month doesn't exempt the others from going, because somebody catches on and says, oh, I'll go each time. That's a way to say, no, I want everybody to commit. And if you make out a schedule for the year, then they're locked into that. And so if somebody goes, hey, yeah, you know what, I go each week, it can become a social thing for your unit.
Yeah.
It could be a carpool thing if you're, depending on how far you have to travel. But that's how I would start with it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's been a few years since I've had a large enough pack to worry about having leaders going to roundtable. And I've got a great charter org rep and committee chair that go regularly. So
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. It's critical positions that should be there to get the information and kind of be able to convey that information. Yeah. That's a wonderful thing. So that's important.
Matt, did you have any idea or suggestion or idea?
Yeah.
Mine is so individual. I can't pronounce the word. So it's so to the individual, because when I sit there and I'm talking to a person and I'm like, I would really like this parent to go to roundtable, I sit there and I start talking to them about like, why did they get their kid into scouting? And if they're like, hey, I really like that when we go camping and we do these things, I'm like, cool. Like, how would you like to lead a camp out? Like, would you actually like want to be the one like to do it? I'm not saying that you have to like go above and beyond or anything like that. I'm like, would you like want to plan a camp? I was like, is there something that interests you? I'm like, cool. Like, if you want to do that, like, you have to do these few things, and then you just have to do like a Baloo training, and then you can, if you want to get some ideas, come to roundtable. Me and Emily and Eric, and that's my other commissioners out here. It's like, we could sit down, talk with you, and you can bounce ideas up of other people. And I got that person to come. Or one of the packs that I'm a commissioner for, I made it a goal, and I said, hey, your guys' goal for this quarter is that I want, one adult to attend 2 roundtables. And just, they're very goal oriented, those people, I found out through this. So even me just saying that, boom, like the next week, I looked over and the Cub Master, who I've never seen there before, was there. And I was super excited to see him there. I didn't know that I just had to say, hey, it's a goal for you guys to do that. And that was something like of an objective for him to get after. So I can't provide a blanket one, except for selling it, like we've already talked about, selling roundtable and then having it meet that expectation. Because Big Red Bus says, it has to be a good ROI, return on investment, and all that. So
exactly.
But I really do try to get into what makes that person tick and why it is. Because some people, it's like, I hate to say it, but I look at some people and I don't ask them to come to roundtable, because I know that they're not going to want to come anyway, and if they do come, it's not going to be beneficial to them, because they just, they're not in that mindset yet. Doesn't mean that they can't be in the future. It's like maybe I'm limiting them in that way, but I do look at some people. I'm like, okay, I can invite you, but if you don't show up, I don't think that it's harming anybody, sort of thing.
Well, it's best to have good participation regardless, as much as possible, so that information doesn't die on the vine. It should migrate from roundtable into your unit. That's somehow. And if you're not there to pick the grapes, guess what? You're going to have raisins. That's just how that works. So definitely roundtable. Oh, and did I mention roundtable? Yeah. So
okay. So back to what we were. I don't want to get lost on stuff. We sometimes get tangented, but
I like tangents are awesome.
Mike's not here to control us. So
I know, right?
I'm just off the reservation at this point,
Yeah, we could do stuff without Mike around. That's good.
Well, you won't have to tell him that. No, so our
He's gonna watch this and leave us a whole bunch of notes.
Yeah, he's probably flipping out right now, watching us, going, you know what? I'm just going back to my family and Easter dinner. You know?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
But the challenge through next week is, or next month, is to, in the comments or during the show or after the show, tell us what you'd like, and you can call out individual. Bucky, we'd like you to write a song about, I don't know.
I know.
Tourniquets and Scout or something. You know, Matt, we'd like to hear more about your mental health contacts that you took a class for at University of Scouting that you talked about. That Stan, we'd like to know about all those certificates behind you, or you know,
I know where else to put them.
Yeah, right. You know,
throw them on the wall.
Yeah,
and I think we'd all be welcoming of a topic to put a video together on for our channel.
Yeah.
And
I think there's something else in here, and I want to shove it in there real quick, and that is like, hey guys, like there are people who are out there who can't go to Roundtable, and we're here to help fill in that gap. Because I do know that there are people out there that they can't go to Roundtable because of scheduling, distance, or what have you. Because I've heard of, hey, my Roundtable's 2 hours away. I cannot justify 4 hours of driving in the evening time when I have to be at work at 5 a.m. But if you have a topic that you want one of us three to cover, we can help fill in that information. Because while you might not earn a knot, you are still getting that value that you would have gotten at Roundtable. So I want to make sure that you guys realize that we are here to help you out as much as possible. If you guys throw a topic up on one of my videos or on my Facebook page or write me, like I still talk to people who are from all over, people from New York, people from Minnesota, obviously case in point here, like people from Nevada, like everywhere. If you need help with us, we are here to help, and we could put that out as a video that you guys can share with other people, because that's what we're actually here for. So I'll get off my soapbox because Mike's not here to stop me.
I like your soapbox. It's good.
Yeah.
Soapbox derby. Ken's got a thing up here. I can't even see it.
Beads for Roundtable attendance sounds great. We get beads for attending away meetings and for attending winter camp. Another concha for Roundtable would be conch. Is that like a...
Well, conch is a shell that you blow into.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, they had that on the Brady Bunch when they went to Hawaii.
I have one actually.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But that's beads beads are what they do, you know.
It looks like we've got a couple assignments, guys. So Roundtable song, I'll take care of that.
Okay. Round. Yeah.
Round, get around.
That would be a good parody.
Well, that's a parody. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I'll do parodies, but
maybe
it gets tight with copyrights.
That's true.
That's
true. You do have some problems with them.
Yeah, my fishing.
Especially here on YouTube, if you just hum something, they come after you.
Yeah. My fishing merit badge is going to be a parody. It's going to be all about the bait, which is Megan Trainor, all about the base.
I like it.
So I don't care if I get flagged as that.
I get it.
I'm not trying to monetize that one, but that's going to be my fishing one. So some of my songs, I will tell you. I use a inspiration song. So I just wrote a long, I just wrote Law when that one comes out in 2032 or whatever. That one I said, I want to write a song like One Night in Bangkok with that talk, sing, catchy, weird vibe. Yeah. And it's okay. You know,
sounds like Law.
Yeah, I mean, it's so. All right, so we've got that.
Awesome.
Let's see. next month, if we all can come up with a camp, a scout camp for
Ooh,
each
okay.
state. Okay.
I might have video of scout camp.
Well, however you want to do it, here's what we're going to do. If you double up on a camp, it doesn't count. So we're going to see which one of us can get the most unique camps for each state without doubling up. So I already know I'm staying away from Woodruff because I know what you're taking. Okay.
You know, they got a great cope course at Woodruff. They do.
Okay. Now here's we need to lay some foundations.
You mean rules?
Yes. So our council has like 9 camps. 2 of them are summer camps.
9?
Yeah, I think.
9 times?
Any Point, Tomahawk, Rum
I don't
River,
remember 9 times.
Thomas, Fred C., Filippo, Base Camp, maybe 7. And then we picked up some more with some councils that we are observed. Yes.
Yeah.
But those are half of those are weekend camps. Are we counting weekend camps, or are we looking more for the summer camp, the week-long summer camps?
Summer camp.
Okay. Camp. Are we staying Scout or Cub Scout as well?
Either.
Okay. Okay.
Or both.
Okay. So I don't know of too many week-long Cub Scout camps. I do know ones that run 3 and 4 day summer camps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's out here, Camp Goshen. I got plenty of videos about it. Camp
Really?
Ross.
Okay.
Yep, Ross's boss.
Okay. All right. So we're looking for the we'll do that. And if all 3 of us can come up with unique ones, we all get a point.
Whoa. A whole point or just like 3/4?
Or how about we get 3 points?
Okay. Well, yeah, we each get a point. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
What was this about the Gilwell song?
Yeah. Find harmonization to the Gilwell
going back
song.
to my high school choral days of doing harmonies. I still remember sitting with, there were 3 of us guys and 4 girls that we just sat and did harmonies. We were like before Glee, like before the Glee show. Happy land. I'm gonna work my ticket if I can. The problem is we have to first
the bunny rabbits.
We have to find people that can sing first.
Yeah. They could sing. They had the room for it. That was awesome.
Well, no,
that was awesome.
I'm talking about in tune.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
So did I tell you guys?
Too picky.
Did I tell you guys about the Raven at my University of Scouting?
No.
So we had we gave out some beads and some neckerchiefs and all that for some people who like completed their ticket, and we were doing the Gilwell song or the Wood Badge song, and there was a gentleman there who was a Raven.
Yeah.
So we had to tack one on the end of him. Now he was, I think he was well into his 80s.
Yeah.
But so it was interesting to see a Raven because I'd never seen that before. So,
well, the British have different ones, and I think that might have been British based.
Okay.
We didn't really do Wood Badge in the United States until I think it was Shift Scout Reservation back in the 40s was the first place that actually did it. So for quite a few years, there wasn't historically, there wasn't a Gilwell per se, or a Wood Badge given. So it was something that they did. So what happened to Bucky? Did he pop? Somehow. Maybe they messing with his internet or something. But yeah, Gilwell is something that's relatively kind of new, so in the States. But I think the Raven Patrol, that might have been one of those. So That's a Google question. So Google me. I love it when youth do that. That's great. But Shift Scout Reservation is I believe was the first place. There he is. He's back. You tried to Google me and then you popped out.
No,
I can't.
So
If you guys
that's
can
what
hear me, I
Matt's
can't
doing
hear
right
you.
now.
I was looking at the comments and I'm like, you know what? I don't mean to make this all about me, but I got a song. I got lots of songs. I wrote a song for the camp that we go to. I actually did 7 versions of it because I was going to post a video each day with a different version of it last year, but that just got to be too much.
Wow.
Taking care of the kids first. But
I can't hear you guys.
Oh, you're out? What happened to your volume? Did you get muted? No, I see all the little green dots are on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can.
So I think it was his connection.
There we go.
You know, there's sun flares going on with the sun. It's like,
oh, that's what it is.
That's what it is. It's sun flares.
Yeah. So as I'm trying to cue something up here, and I just connected myself up. The comment about wood badge critters is going on. I know Raven was one of them.
Yeah, there was several. I remember when we took wood badge, they had skipped because they didn't have enough people signing up. They skipped some critters, so they don't always have a full group of critters.
Right.
I know that there's kind of a standard now in the States for that. So.
Yeah. So
did you want me to add this to the board here?
Sure. I'll share that in a second. Well, so one of the things that I've enjoyed doing, I'm building an arsenal of recruiting songs.
Yeah.
With social media for next year. There's Matt back.
There he is. He's back.
And I was talking with my scouts at a scout meeting, and I got this idea based off of one of my scouts who's just a spitfire. And I envisioned kind of that 1980s Breakfast Club sort of slow motion walk of the whole group and stuff.
Yeah, he does the fist at the end.
Yeah, and stuff. And so I'm like, I need to write a song that could be used like a recruiting song. And so my unit is 042. We do the 3 numbers.
042.
Yeah, we kept 042. The story is because we couldn't get packed42.com. We could get packed042.com. we let it go after a while, but that's how we identify as 042. So I wrote it into a song thinking, I'd like to have a challenge of writing a song. I haven't taken this yet, that I could then input for people their unit number.
Oh.
And make it rhyme and stuff.
Yeah. 202.
Yeah, well, make it a little smoother. But here's the one that I did for my unit, and see if you can pick up where. And mind you, this is based off of seeing my troop walking slow motion into camp, like they're the shiznit.
Yeah,
that's a little D-O-double-G. All right, here you go.
Yeah, troop in the camp. Tents go up. Listen, 042. Now this is the story of a troop ready to camp. SPL yelling there will be no glam. Buddy system activated in the sun overhead. Bug spray and sunscreen give you no red. We've learned by the river, we've learned in the rain. Knots in the dark and we feel no pain. Compass and campfire, stars overhead. Dreaming of the summer camp right up ahead. Weeks of the work and the badges and Lord. Now the old troop trailer rolls up to the door. Cabin kids peeking like, who are those guys? We step out slow with that look in our eyes. Slow walk, boots hit the ground. Whole dang's up camp, turning around. Step wide, don't make a sound. Troop rolling in like we own this town. Slow walk, packs on our backs. Trail worn hats in the pocket. us next? Camp knows right away. Adventure just walked in camp today. Fire in the minute, got the sparks to fly. Rain on the tops, but the gear stays dry. Cook in the skillet, Dutch oven too. If camp gets rough, we know what to do. Tracks in the mud and the hawk overhead. Compass says north to the trail ahead. Quiet confidence, no need to brag. Just a troop of scouts with a well-used flag. Bugle plays taps and the whole woods waits. Wind through the pines by the dining hall gates. Staff on the porch like, who's that crew? We just grin like, yeah. Troop 042. Slow walk, boots on the ground. Whole summer camp, turning around. Step wide, don't rush the day. Adventure just walked into camp today. Slow walk, laughing loud. Troop rolling in like a thundercloud. If there's a trail, we'll find a way. Feels like summer just started today.
How's that?
That's awesome. Matt, are you there? Or you got your voice? There we go.
Yeah, like
You hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay.
He
Had to
was
reboot.
he was trying to figure out the words.
Yeah, I don't
for
know. All of a
hello,
sudden,
mother.
Bucky disappeared, and like I couldn't hear nothing. Like I could hear you guys on my secondary screen talking, and I could hear myself, but I couldn't hear you in the room. So that's unfortunate.
Well, welcome back.
I
So
like that. That's a good one. It's probably the first rap song I've heard without swearing in it. So
Oh, well, I could put
or
some.
a parental no-nos in it. So, but that's the thing. We need to. It's not necessary. That's a great song without it. So you don't have to put that in.
I think we're for. I think.
I think Bucky's muted.
Uh-oh, is he still muted? No, he's still there.
Hello. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
there you go. You're there.
Matt can't hear
Yeah, I
me.
see all the little dots come up. You're, on the control panel thingy.
Test.
Can you hear him?
There you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
That's
you can
weird.
hear
So
me.
I can hear you.
You
Stan. I
can't
can't
hear
hear
me?
him. This is just us telling us we're done for the night. It's like
Yeah, probably.
So, oh my gosh.
We'll
I
take
think,
it out with "Hello, mother. Hello,
Hello,
father.
Father.
Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very
Bucky's on fire.
entertaining. And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
It stopped healing. I never could
Take
understand that.
me home, oh mother, father. Take me home,
Yeah,
my
he has a
Granada.
musical
Don't
channel.
leave me out in the forest where I might get eaten by a bear.
Oh, this is going to be on the outtakes.
Oh God.
absolutely.
See what happens? See, the viewers are going way down. They're like, turn it up.
Eagle Steve says he can hear all of us, but he's wishing he didn't.
They're like,
hear
all
me.
right, we're done for the night.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I used to know all the words to that song. I don't know why. I think my dad really liked that one.
It's good. It's good.
know?
Like I said, it's rare when you hear music like that without offensive sounds, offensive words.
He also liked a lot of Ray Stevens songs.
I like Ray Stevens.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there we go. We got some there we go. I can hear all of you. Uh-oh.
All right.
No,
Hey, Matt, can you hear me now?
huh?
Nope. See, Matt still can't hear me.
Matt's there.
I can hear you on my secondary screen. There's just a huge delay.
Oh, okay.
Really? Oh, on the secondary. That happens.
Okay.
No.
Hey,
the secondary's going through the servers. So
Mike not
Yes.
being here has made us funnier.
I don't know. I think we we kind of sit up more straight, I think, when Mike's around. We were worried about.
Yeah. He's like dad.
He's like our dad. He's our scoutmaster.
Yeah.
And we're just a bunch of kids in the patrol.
Yeah.
Funny.
I'm picturing Wally Cleaver, the Beaver, and
something like that. There we go.
who was Beaver's friend?
Did he have any?
Yeah. The little roly-poly kid. Come on, somebody.
Yeah.
There might be somebody out there.
Because Eddie Haskell was Wally's best friend.
Hoo-ah.
Well, I'll just go to bed wondering.
And about 2 in the morning, you go, ah!
Gilbert.
Yeah.
Gilbert was his friend.
Gilbert? Okay. And I wouldn't have guessed that. I just remember him.
He Googled you.
I did.
Okay. Larry. That's the one I was thinking of.
Larry.
Thank you, Rusty B. Yeah,
Larry.
Yeah, Larry looked just petrified all the time. Gosh, Steve, I don't know if we should do that. Excuse me.
I know. I have that kind of face.
Ah.
Just don't look too close.
You know, I think I'll take on the spirit of Mike. We are coming up on the 2 hour.
Yeah,
we're just getting a little slap happy now.
Yeah, this is we need
too much Easter bunny candy. Right?
What's that?
Too much Easter bunny candy.
I think that's what it was. Too much chocolate. I think that was a big thing. And but it's been a very blessed Easter, and I hope everyone has had time with family. You know, it's nice to be with my family right here.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
These guys get along, and we all get along, and that's a wonderful thing. And you guys have been pretty good in the chat room. There hasn't been too much of the side conversation.
Yeah.
So I haven't noticed any of that. But I try to keep those attached to the replay so that if you wanted to go through them and look at them, that's fine. I haven't seen any that I had to take out because of naughtiness. I see you typing.
Okay, I'll stop.
So please have a wonderful time with the holiday and all that. And there's the crickets. Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yes, it is getting late. The fire is getting a little dim. And I just want to kind of think back, to your great times around the campfire when you had an opportunity to be with friends, and think about that. Friendship and fellowship is one of those things we do in scouting. And these two guys, oh my gosh, as my friend would say, oh my, she lives in New York. Oh my gosh, those two brothers. And Mike, wherever you are, I'm sure you're gonna look at this and cringe.
We will welcome him back next month.
Yes.
I will sign off myself as saying Happy Easter, everyone. God bless, and thank you for watching us. And thank you, Scouter Stan. Thank you, Roaming Scouter. And
yes,
I'll see you guys next month.
Yes, and I will hit the right button. Oh my gosh, if I don't hit the right button, it Mike usually corrects me.
Try again.
Till next time, till next time, I'll see you on the trail.
up.